Hi everyone, it's Sandy. Thank you for joining me here on my channel. I have an envelope style multi-pocket Happy Mail idea for you. This is a great pocket if you wanted to send some of your craft goodies or paper goodies and send it as a Happy Mail idea. Or if you are in a swap and you want to do a swap with a crafty friend, you can both make one of these envelope style multi-pocket idea and put in your craft goodies and swap them over. So it's just a great pocket. I was quite happy with the way it turned out, and it is a good size. You'd be surprised what you can fit in here, and I'm going to show you what you can fit in here just to give you some idea. And as we're approaching Valentine's Day, this would also make a great Valentine's theme project, and you can do a Valentine's Day swap with your crafty friend and send some Valentine's projects. Or you can keep this for yourself and add your bits and pieces as a way to store and organize your cutter parts, your journaling cards, photos, whatever you like. Just a project for you to make. And I'm going to show you how to make this as well. It's quite easy to put together, but let me show you what I have inside to give you an idea first. I already am quite happy with it. So this here in the front, it looks like an envelope style. As you can see, it's got like the closure here, and I did create a little tab at the bottom here as well, because I didn't want to waste any of the paper. So nothing gets wasted when you make this project. Every piece of the papers that we use will not get wasted and will be used in the project. So that's a great great way as well. I did embellish the front here with this really gorgeous flower embellishment, and I used a die. I think this is by Coco and Reno. I was part of their design team a few years back, and I made one of these, so I found this in my embellishment box stash. So it was a perfect way to finish off the front of the closure. And so this opens up like that. So it opens up like an envelope, and then there are two little side tuck pockets here in the front. So it's just another great little tuck spot to add some of your smaller pieces of die cuts, ephemera pieces. You can add some stickers, some stamps, washi samples, whatever you like in this little tuck pocket. So there's one there. And then there is another one on this side here. And the difference with this one, I created a vellum window just to decorate it a little bit. And it's a great way to have a little peek through to see what's inside the pocket. So I didn't do one on this side, just so you could see, you can see the difference. If you don't want to use a window, you can leave it like this. Or if you haven't got any vellum, it's still just as lovely to just keep it this way. And then you can decorate the front and embellish that front of the pocket. But I thought I'd use some of my vellum and create a window, and I'll show you how to do that as well. So you can have them on both sides, or you don't have to have them at all. And on this side here, I've done the same and just added some more little bits and pieces. So there is room here to add longer pieces in here like that, so you can add more of your longer pieces. And the great thing with this pocket, there is also height up here. So if you have some longer pieces, you can still put that in there like that, and it will still close. So you have anything a bit longer, it'll still fit inside these side pockets as well. So I'm just going to take these out just so you could see how it looks like. And then on the back is a wide top loading pocket. And I've placed some cutter parts that I've just cut out to create like little journaling cards. And that's in the back here. So it does look like an envelope with these two extra pockets in the front. So that's just a great addition there to the back. And then at the back here is another top loading pocket, and this is a great pocket at the back because it's a lot wider, so you can store more bulkier package goodies in here at the back too, and you can go as high as you like, so it doesn't really matter for that. So you can see I did pack a few things in here, and I'm going to show you what I put in the back here, so you could be surprised what you can fit. I've got in here some a small packaged embellishments that I made with some papers, and then I created a bag topper and embellished that. So you can package some of your embellishments and then tuck them in the pocket. I have another embellishment tag with some dangle here that I made with some tulle. So that'd be a great way to make an embellished tag and gift that. There is another pocket in here. I've got here a note booklet that I made a while back as well. This is a great little booklet and a great way to gift to someone. And so you can make one of those and add a booklet. And then I have also added another pocket. This is a pocket that I made not too long ago, and it has a front pocket, and this is a tag that I made as well a while back. And there is another pocket at the back, and this is a great cute cut apart that I found. Perfect Happy Mail sort of a quote for your crafty friend. And that's the pocket, and I just punched out a hole here to create a nice dangle. So this is a double pocket, and you can see you've got the pocket there, and then there's another pocket in the front here for some of your other smaller pieces. And these dangles just make it a lot of fun for your pocket when you place it in here, and it just sort of decorates it all up and just makes it nice and busy. And I'll show you the back pocket. So that's the pocket, so you can see it's got a nice large opening, so you can fit some bulky stuff. So you can see here, I've managed to put all of these bits and pieces inside this cute multi-pocket envelope style idea. So great way for a Happy Mail. So I'm going to show you how to make one of these, and I have some more of my other pieces in here that I've made in the past. I'm going to see if these will also fit in the pocket, just so you could see. But we'll go and make one of these first, and then we'll place all this inside. So I'm just going to put this to the side. And the paper I'm using, you wanted to know what paper. So this paper and these papers are by Crate Paper. It's Moonlight Magic. If you are in Australia, I did purchase these papers from Spotlight. I'm not sure if they still have them in stock, but it's double-sided, and I think they have a few other papers in the collection. I just grabbed these two because I like the flowers, and there is no direction pattern, so it's great for all projects. So you can get these in Spotlight. I think I got this last year, sometime before Christmas. So I think Spotlight might still have them. And I'm going to use this paper for this project. So the good thing with this, if you use it, when you use your 12x12 paper, you can make two of these with one 12x12. So you can make one for yourself and make one for your craft partner. So this is the other half of the paper that I cut out. So you can make two and make a set of two. But I want to make another one with a different pattern. So this is a 12x12. I'm just going to cut it in half at 6 inches. So you'll have, you want to have your paper cut at 6 inches by 12 inches. So I'm just going to cut that in half. So that's your piece. So now I've got the other half, so I can make another one if I wanted to. Make two sets. And I'm just going to turn it around with the print facing down, just so you could see the score lines. And we're going to start at the 12-inch side, and we are going to score at 5 1/8 of an inch. And that is the little green mark just past the 5-inch score line. And I'm also going to show you how to make it without the scoreboard. So if you don't have a scoreboard, you can still make this without measuring, but I'll use a scoreboard first, and then I'll make another one without the scoreboard. So you don't feel like you've missed out on making one of these. if you don't have the scoreboard. So it was 5 1/8 of an inch and 10 1/4 inches. So it was 5 1/8 of an inch and 10 1/4 of an inch. And then we're going to turn it around. I'm just going to turn it around to the right side. And then on the 6-inch side, we're going to score at 2 1/2 inches all the way to the bottom. And that's all the scoring. So I'm just going to make another one without the scoreboard, just for those that may not have one and you're just starting out, making paper craft projects. So let me just do another one. Sometimes you just want to make a quick one without the scoreboard, so this would still... So I'm just going to rip off the branding strip. So this is the other side of this one. I'm just going to... the measurements may not be quite the same, but it'll still work. It doesn't matter. So on the... I'm going to face the print facing down. On the right side, you're going to fold this in, and you want to fold it in about, what have I got with this one? Just sort of maybe 1 1/4 of an inch or 1 inch in. So I've done that. And then we're going to grab this piece and we're going to bring it in. I'm just going to go in on the inside as close as you can to that fold. And you're going to then press that down. If you have a bone folder, you can use one of those to really press that fold line down. So now you've got your 2 score lines, which is the same. You can't see that one, but and then at the bottom here, you want to bring this up about 2 1/2 inches in, just roughly where you think. Sorry, 2 1/2 was probably about there. So it's just a little bit past, just about sort of there. And that is to create this pocket in the inside. So you just want to work out how deep you want that pocket to be. So let's just say I'm going to go there. And then we're going to fold that and do that. So once you've got your score lines, which will be the same as this one, it may be again just a little bit different in the measurements. So I'm going to put this one to the side. I'm going to go ahead and work with the score lines. And now we're going to make some cuts. I'm not going to be able to see the score line here. I'm going to try and see. All right, so what we'll do here, that long score line that we've done, we're going to bring this up first. So I'm going to bring that up and fold that over. And what we want to do here, you can see that score line just there. We're going to cut there, and then we're going to remove this little piece by using this edge as a guide where we need to cut. So I'm going to cut off that score line up to the edge of that paper where we folded. So let's do that. I'm just going to cut and stop right at the edge there. And then I'm going to cut along here and use this as my guide to cut. And then I'm just going to remove that piece. And it'll be the same with the other one. If you haven't got your score board, you do the same. So we've got that piece. We'll leave that to the side. And then we can open that up. So now you have that piece removed. We're going to come down here and remove this corner piece. So we'll cut along there as well as that score line. So just cutting it up all the way till we get to that score line. And then removing it. And we'll also keep this piece. And we'll make one more cut, and this whole panel here up to that score line. Can't see my score line, but there is a score line here. And that score line, we'll remove this piece. So I'm just going to try and find that score line, which is at the 5 1/8 inch. just going to remove that. Okay, so we'll also keep this. And now this is how it should look like. And what we'll do first is we're going to bring this piece up, bring this piece over. Now, if you find that this piece is sort of catching at the fold down here, it's sort of like catching a bit, you can just trim off a little bit off on this end if you feel like it's just catching, just a tiny piece of it. Mine's not catching, but I just want to show you, just trim it off, and then you'll be able to close that up. So now you have that done, and then this one here gets folded to the back, and it should all line up. If it doesn't sort of line up, just just get it till it lines up nicely along the edge. You can always trim it off later. And I'm just going to look over here. This is not sort of lined up as well, so I'm just going to trim that just a little bit. Sometimes, you know, when we cut our papers, it doesn't always get cut straight. So we have that. So I just do that again. So I just fold that piece up, bring that over, and then this piece gets placed to the back. And what we'll do next, you can create a thumb notch here if you like. You can do that, and I'll do that. And just as close as you can to the middle. Just use this one. So this is so I'm just going to bring it over and just do that. It sort of just decorates your pocket a little bit more. And I'm going to get my corner rounder punch, and I'm just going to corner around this corner, and that also just decorates the corner as well. So I've done that, and I'm going to make the vellum window. I'm just using a 1-inch circle punch to do this. So I'm just going to sort of roughly place it to the center as best I can, and I'm just going to bring it down a little bit to the bottom. You can go in the middle and place yours wherever you like. I'm just going to do it down here. I made it even keep that little piece. So that is your window, and let's grab some vellum. Just a small piece of vellum that'll cover the window. I might just use this side. Or you can use tracing paper. You could use any clear piece, clear sheet that you may have. You can use your packaging paper, clear packaging paper. You can also use that. I'm just going to add a bit of glue around the back, around the circle part. And around the 4 edges of the vellum. And then I'm just going to place it like that. And then you've got yourself a vellum window. And now we can just create that front pocket. And all I'm going to do here is I'm just going to glue the bottom part only, just down here. And that will now give me this pocket. So that pocket's done. And now we can go ahead and we'll make this pocket. I won't do a window for that one. I'm just going to just leave it. Then we got those little pieces of papers that we had cut out and punched out. We want to grab the sort of the medium size. That's going to get placed over here. And I'm just going to grab my scoreboard. And if you don't have a scoreboard, all you're going to do is just fold it over, which I'll show you in a second. I'm just going to place that there, but we want to create a little hinge so we could able to open and close. I'm just going to score it on the one side at 1/4 of an inch, like that. If you don't have a scoreboard, just gently fold it over about 1/4 of an inch. You just want a little fold so that this can get placed. So just do that. And I'm just going to grab this longer piece while I've got the scoreboard out. This is the longer piece. This is going to be the closure for your front part. So that's going to get placed in the front like that. So when you flip it over. And to do that, to make the flip, we're going to do the same, and we're going to score 1/4 of an inch as well on one side. And if you don't have a scoreboard, just fold it over slightly about 1/4 of an inch, just so we're able to use that as you're able to open and close your envelope part. And so what will happen, that's going to get placed on the inside like that. So now you've got a hinge, but we'll work with this one first. And now I'm just going to corner around the other side. That's on that side, so that it's the same as this one, and that's going to get placed here. So we'll do this one last. Actually, we'll do that one last. Let's create the closure first. We'll put that one at the end. So I'm just going to angle cut here and the other side, just so it makes it easier to slide in. So I've just done that, and I don't know if you can see that. Just angle cut those ends. And you can then, if you're using double-sided paper, you can just decide where you want which side you want as your closure. So this project can be made with a single-sided paper too. So if you have a lot of single-sided paper, that will work. Okay, now I'm just going to open that back part, and we are going to place it on the back of that piece, and then just sort of, I just bring it in and just really just try and get that in as best you can, nice and snug onto that edge. So that's that part done, and then I'm just going to corner around the closure as well. So that's all glued in there, and now I'm going to bring this back, and so now you have that part done. This part's nearly done, and then we've got the closure. You can, if you don't want the top pocket, you can make this as a side pocket here on this side if you wanted to. So you'll have a deep side pocket, and to do that, you're just going to glue the bottom and the top, and then when you press that down, you'll have a side pocket, but not a top pocket, but you'll still have all of the other pockets in the front. But I think this way is a lot more practical. So to do that, we are going to glue this side down and the bottom part. And now we can bring that back and close that off. So we should now have, once that's all glued nicely and secure, you'll have that top pocket and that. Now with this little piece, you can have this part inside See, there's an opening there. You can have that glued on the inside and then place that way, and then you'll just glue the back here to close that up, and that will give you that pocket. But I placed my piece of that at the back of the envelope, and then I've glued that in there, and then I'm going to glue down the bottom, and that will give me that pocket. The reason why I've placed it here at the back is that once you've got that glued, your back opening, your pocket here has a little bit more give and more room to open than if you were to glue this on the inside and glue that in. It sort of restricts the opening because you've got that glued on the inside here at the back, and then you'll be a little bit harder to open. So I placed one on the back here, so you can decide what you would like to do. I think for me, I prefer it at the back. And I'm just going to glue just that back piece, and then down the bottom here, and then we'll just place it at the back and really get that nice and snug in that fold as best you can, and then glue at the bottom. So now that should give you your other pocket there. So that closes up. So you open that up, you've got the pocket there, pocket there, pocket there, and a pocket at the back. And now we have this little piece. I'm just going to fold this in half. Actually, I'm going to go the opposite way now, just to break up the pattern. And I'm just going to place it there somewhere in the middle between the two pockets. Or you can place it on the side. You can really put this wherever you like. I'm just going to place it there. And then you can just punch your hole here, and then you can use that as your string to tie around to keep everything together so nothing will fall out. So that's done there. And I don't know where I place my circle part for this envelope, but this part here, you can just create this as a little tag, and then you can use this as a swing tag on the string part when you add your string, if you wanted to do that. So I'm just gonna, I won't do that here, but I'm just gonna punch out a, just trying to, so just make a little tag, and then you punch this part out. And then when you wind your string around, you can add this, and that just creates a little extra swing tag just to decorate that part. So that's what you can do with that. So that's it. So let me see. I'm going to see what I can fit in this, just so you could see. I've got a lot of these fun little projects that I've made in the past. So this is a cute little mini pocket booklet. It's got a little pocket there, and there's also a little pocket here. Just really cute, just using your paper stash, your paper scraps, and you can fit that inside here. That'd be a nice little gift to give to a crafty friend. Some die cuts, I'll put that in here. That's another pocket. This is a cute little booklet. I think this was made with a 12 by 3 inches by 12 inches, and you just fold it over. Cute little flip booklet with some pockets. There's a pocket there, and there's a pocket there, And then I made a little envelope where you can add some little bits and pieces in here. So this will also make a great, it's probably glued down, but you can probably add that in here if you wanted to make a little pocket booklet. So still enough room to add some more. This is these are little file tab journaling cards that I made. So that's got a pocket in there, and then you can do a bit of journaling. So let's put that. That would be nice in there. And it's nice how some of the pieces peek out at the top like that. And what else have I got? They're the ones that I showed you. But yeah, you can put a booklet. We'll use that booklet again just so you can see. So when you have things dangling off your other projects, it really does make it a big difference. It just really looks busy, it looks full, it looks complicated, but really it's not complicated at all once you see how it's made. So I'm going to plate that. Actually, I'm going to put that on that side. And then I like this pocket idea too with these dangles. And you can fit that at the back. So these are just some fun goodies in here. So that's all in there. Then you open that up and you've got another spot there, and then all your little ephemera pieces can get placed inside. Whatever you have. Great way to send some fun little gifts. I'll put that in the front. And this little window just sort of just finishes it off nicely. And there is your envelope style multi-pocket Happy Mail ID. Great little project. You can make two of these with 1 12x12 paper. So I really hope you enjoyed this project ID, and I hope you give this a go, and I'll see you soon in my next video. Bye for now.